Hello and welcome to an MMA Dots video. It's M Dots from MMA Dots, and today we're breaking down the fight Jan versus Figueredo. Petr Yan, the former 135 aka bantamweight champ, has just recovered from a 3-fight skid, being 1-3 in his last 4 and 2-3 in his last 5. However, there are so many nuances to his losses that his fan stock has not declined as much as if the losses were brutal, destructive finishes. During his Merab Dvalishvili fight, Merab shot 49 takedowns, but he was only taken down 11 times, which is great takedown defense. And he's also fought against Aljamain Sterling, who is very good, very prolific wrestler and grappler in the 135-pound division. However, because he's lost so many, if Deiveson Figueiredo beats him as well, we may have to rethink how good we think Petr Yan is in relation to the rest of the division if he loses. Because he took no damage against Merab, got 50-45, he had a razor close fight with Sean O'Malley. A lot of people thought he won. And his disqualification loss against Aljamain Sterling. However, the second loss against Aljamain Sterling has aged well, because Aljamain Sterling has the most amount of title defenses at 135 against arguably the best competition at 135. But there's no real chance in hell that he'd be considered for a GOAT list because people hate him and he won his belt, not like a warrior, not like a guerrero. We as fans know that Yan is still a number one contender level fighter, a champion level fighter. And then we have Deiveson Figueiredo. He's moved up to bantamweight. Recently was the first person to drop Chito Vera and also be Garbrandt at UFC 300, a former champion. After his division change, he's been a lot more of a grappler. His style has been a lot more grappling heavy. And also, there's this thing, the lighter man skill. There's a divisional skill gap and divisional speed gap. However, the strength in the grappling exchanges may be difficult to overcome, and that's always gonna be a thing people look at when they see someone who's moved up. However, Figgy has great grappling in the flyweight division. So moving up with that divisional skill gap, I would say that the grappling advantage would go to Figueiredo. Here's the breakdown of how I believe the fight is gonna go. I personally believe that Merab set a blueprint in order to create a good game plan to deal damage to Yan and beat him. When Yan is under fire, he uses the high guard, he covers up and he guards more than anything else, more than using head movement or footwork, more than getting away, slipping, rolling, shooting takedowns. He will cover up with that high guard, that boxing high guard. Figueiredo's more grappling heavy style will benefit from this. If Figueiredo can lock up a body lock, shoot a takedown, shoot a double leg, single leg, when Petr Yan's hands come up, with that takedown threat, with looking active, this could be a very long fight for Petr Yan. However, even with that being said, Yan has crazy respectable takedown defense. He's defended 38 takedowns in 25 minutes, And you cannot understate that level of takedown defense. It's not Jose Aldo takedown defense, but Jose Aldo is an anomaly, right? So, one big indicator and big thing leading up to the fight is something very serious that I believe can change the whole course of the fight. So, shout out the Combat Chronicler for creating this and showing me this, because without him, I wouldn't be able to, know what's going to happen logically. It's that MMA math said that Figgy's going to win. And again, there's a lot of nuances to Petr Yan's losses, so we might have to look at the system. We might have to look at Petr Yan and MMA math and everything else differently after this. But MMA math has not been wrong yet. Fool me once, shame on MMA math. That's what they always say. No, but seriously though, MMA math, such a cool tool. It hasn't been wrong yet. It might be wrong tonight. And even if it is, it's still a very, very cool, it's so far been very accurate tool. And I genuinely do have some faith in MMA math. And I do see a path to victory for Figueredo. So, thank you to the Combat Chronicler for allowing me to use MMA math in my prediction. And I do have faith in it. I do believe that Figueredo can win. But if you believe differently, if you think Jan's going to win, if you see a path to victory for Jan, and if you think, Figueredo doesn't have it anymore, that he's 36 now, and Jan is a championship level fighter, it's all over for Figgy. Tell me in the comments below. Thank you for watching. This is M Dots from MMA Dots. M Dots on your head like a sniper.